In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to use calculated fields when doing pivot tables. So when you do a pivot table, you obviously go, you stand inside of the data, you go insert, you say pivot table. Remember, it's normally better to select the whole range. We say, okay, now I'm going to do a simplistic pivot table. I'm going to just select the different products. And then to start with, we can select the actuals. So obviously when you select everything, it will count the information. So we can just double click there and say sum, and double click there and say sum. So now we're summing, and then to make it nice, we just select it like that, and then the format is also quite nice. Now if we wanted to calculate what's the difference between actuals and budgets, we could do it to the side here. The problem is if my pivot table changes, this will also go away. So it's better to do it inside of the pivot. So we click inside of the data, we go to pivot table, we go to calculations, and we say calculated field. So let's make it the name. Let's say difference actuals and budgets. And we say this, and this only works if you've got the actuals and budgets in two different columns. So we want to say, what's the actual? We say insert field divided by the budget, and we say insert field. This will give us a percentage of actuals and budgets. So we then say add. Can you see there on the pivot table? It's now there. So we say okay. So immediately it will add that field for you. So if we just select that, I'm going to go to home and we're going to select the percentage. So there you get a percentage, and this will automatically calculate and change as you go along. So this is actuals divided by budget. So as I said, let's just recap this. I go to pivot table, we go to calculated field. You'll then see the one, if you go to name, you'll see the one we've just done, and you can change that any way you want. And you can literally change this any way you want, as long as it still makes sense. So let's put that in bracket. Let's say I want to divide the result by 2. So, and then we can just say modify. So okay, and you'll see the results will change automatically. So you can do some very tricky formulas inside here. You can do if errors, is errors, any type of formula you can actually insert there. It's quite tricky just because it's not like in Excel you can see when there's mistakes, so you need to make sure you keep track of what you're doing.